Good morning, guys. It's really good. You already know it's your boy LaRon TV. And I just wanted to get online real quick. You know what I mean? Let's talk about what's happening, some things I've seen floating around on Twitter. Uh, I'm not going to really be reading the comments right now. Actually, let me switch my phone. No, I don't want to do that because I just got a new phone and I don't want all of this shit all over my phone. So, yeah. Um, I hope you guys having a great weekend. Please like the channel. Please like the videos. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm just about to chit chat for a minute while I prepare this order I'm working on. So I'm pretty sure everybody's aware today. Cardi B is celebrating her 32nd birthday. And last night on Twitter, I was on there looking around, and I seen that there was this page that was basically, it was a page that was basically, mm, I can't say promoting, but it was a page basically that looks like it was an old Hennessy Carolina page. Right? So on the page, this person, which I believe it was her, they was just posting just posting like a regular person. And she revealed some information on there. Like I seen how she was saying, like, her and her sister got jumped. But one of the things that caught people's eye is that her sister was like, Cardi was excited about Christmas and she's 23 years old. And that was like in 2011, right? So it makes people wonder, like, damn, how old is she really? So I personally think that, especially when at that stage of development, where they were basically still nobodies, you seen the picture that they posted. They both were still very young. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no reason to lie. And she said that Cardi was 23 at that point. I don't think there's anything wrong with the shit. I'm 37. But when you lie, but you know what? I thought the days were over when people lied about their age in the industry, but I guess it's not. But you know, I can definitely believe that Cardi's 32. Kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's from like, you know, being in the streets and the strip club. And this is one thing, like, ladies, listening to this. This is what I be telling my niece. Like, I had her dying laughing yesterday, not even in regards to this, but we just be talking about, situations where young ladies doing stuff. Like, she was telling me how girls who are in her school, like, they talk about trying weed and doing stuff like that. And I just tell her, I said, look, everything in life is not about looks, but I want to tell you this. You start doing that, and we have a couple comparisons in our family. You want to start smoking weed at 13 and 14 years old? For one, both of my nieces is too smart to even do some shit like that. But I didn't want to do drugs, and I didn't, not, drugs, not hard drugs, but I didn't want to smoke weed when I was a teenager because everybody was doing it. Like, I didn't understand, like, when I would be in like junior high school and high school, these kids would be talking about smoking weed. Like, I was trying to get my grades and get fly. Like, I was all about, like, getting that new book bag, that JanSport, getting these new Jordans, getting these outfits. Like, I was not about to be rationing off my money and spending it on weed and then trying to be fly too and then trying to eat what I wanted to. Nah, hell no. So I just told her, like, you wanna look washed up early, start smoking weed when you like 13, 14. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of people like my age group who, like, shit. Even in your 30s, you still supposed to look youthful. Like, look at somebody like a Nicki. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say is that I think Cardi has lived a hard life. And she say the facts, and I don't think I'm lying. I think Cardi does have kind of like a hard face. We seen her, when she didn't have makeup on, and like, she doesn't. I can't say that age has a specific that Cardi is celebrating her 32nd birthday. So based off what her sister said, and then think about this: what is the reason for lying? Why would somebody, and look at the dates, the timestamps? That's the one thing I love about Twitter. You can't do that. You can't go back and make a page with fake dates. And her sister had responded saying that people were obsessed. Let me tell you something. Like, not only do I think that Cardi lies about some stuff, but now that I realize today is her birthday, she's a Libra. Yo, somebody told me years ago that Libras are liars, and I didn't want to offend nobody who celebrates birthday in October, and they're a Libra. But somebody put me onto that a while ago. It was like Libras are the biggest liars, and I don't know. I could definitely believe it. So moving on, you see Megan Thee Stallions at her birthday party. She don't have no better place to be. Where she should be actually working on music. And then I seen that JT was at her birthday party too. But like, nothing against that. You can be around who you want to be around. I think the bigger thing is like, Offset being there, Boris, but it's like it just makes me feel like this whole shit is a sham. Like, I want the shit. Like, let me just say this too, right? I just feel like people have figured out a way to. I feel like a lot of these relationships and shit was fake. I feel like Megan Thee Stallion's relationship with Moneybagg Yo, and then the whole situation with Cardi. One thing that I always tell me, she works it in a way where it's just kind of like it feeds people at a low level. Like, if you like that type of shit, like spazzing out on your fans, you announcing a divorce, but you kissing him in the club, like that doesn't seem sincere. It seems like you'll do anything for a tension or a mention. You'll do anything for that. But you know what? But I guess that's what happens when you're not just selling pure talent. Like, you have to do anything to make sure that your name is in the mix. You have to. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. Like, you have to do anything to keep your name in the mix. Um, when you don't really have that thing that drives people to you organically. You got to make posts. Let's think about this whole pandemic, like the artists that make posts and shit like that. Like, you can't just go away and just not post, because people will forget about you. And now I don't say that, like, I be saying that shit on here. I don't say that to be funny, but I say that to be true. Like, people will forget about you, especially if that's what you how you get in it. Like, I have a business, and I know a lot of people who follow me, and they probably think like, "Damn, you ain't posting in a minute," but my sales are still going through the roof because I have a good product. So if you good, your phone is still going to ring, and people are still going to make those moves. But when you got here through gimmicks, and you got here through playing these games on social media, you got to kind of like keep up with it. So we seen her and Megan. I don't know if y'all seen it. I was on Twitter, and I seen some of the videos and stuff with her and Megan was like, bumping their wops together. So I mean, it is what it is. I just feel like if you really 32 years old, just say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It it really explains a lot. Now, let me ask y'all, what do y'all think about this? And I was thinking of this, when it was rumored that Cardi and Megan was going to have this collaboration, the whole WAP collaboration. Do y'all think that Cardi genuinely wanted to be her friend? Do y'all think that Cardi wanted to be friends with Meg just to kind of be like, oh, like I got her from Nicki, or like, not saying she got her from Nicki because her and wasn't like besties, but do y'all feel like I have this thing where I feel like with Cardi, where it's kind of like an obsession that she has. She actually does. Like, somebody had to point that shit out to me the other day when she posted that lyric to the Expensive song, and then she deleted and changed her caption. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she has an obsession, but it just proves who you grew up to. It proves who you really love. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I think Little Kim is struggling right now when she's seeing Cardi move around with Megan, and she's like, "I'm tired of people saying that they love me, but they don't want to come behind the scenes and do the work." Yeah, because you want to use me for when it's convenient and sneaky, but you don't want to actually collaborate with me. And to be honest with you, I think if Little Kim collaborated, I think if Cardi would have did WAP with Little Kim, I think it still would have went number one based on it selling sex or whatever. Megan is not the reason that song went number one, y'all. Like, I don't know if y'all think that or if y'all, um, I don't know, but she's not the one that they fiend for. She's not, and we seen what happened when she dropped the song and she dropped the video on the same day. It didn't go to the top, so yeah, that's just my thoughts. Attention grab. So, but who knows? Watch. I guarantee you, it's some sort of statement that's released. Like, just because we getting divorced, we don't hate each other, but you wouldn't be kissing each other like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I want to keep this shit. I want to keep this shit a stack, right? And this is just to talk about the shit that Cardi was talking online. Like, and stop. Let's be honest and let's put real shit aside, right? And shit, somebody might disagree with me, but I don't think no. And I'm gonna keep this real, and I don't want it to sound mean or anything, but I could see guys being on Megan Thee Stallion, right? I could see guys being on Sweetie. I could see guys like possibly being like, not possibly. I could see guys being on JT. I could see like a lot of things. I don't know if Cardi realizes, but she has like a history. Like, I don't know her sexual history and shit like that, but I don't think that she's the one that guys really feel for. I don't think like if Cardi got with another rapper, I could see her being with like a little baby or like somebody who really have that, you know. uh, I don't see her being with like somebody who really cares about who's on their arm. Like, um, so I, I think that she tried to do whatever she could to, enhance them or improve her looks. So that's just my opinion on it. But yeah, yeah, I just found it to be a little confusing, especially with that page being exposed, being 32 years old. Nothing wrong with it. It's crazy. That shit is really crazy. I can't see my phone right now, so, so I can't see comments. But I think it's crazy. I think that the days and times that we're in, people are just doing anything for attention to people like Ari. Like, why ain't the city girls doing shit like that though? relationship. I think people like the scandal and they like the drama. So I don't know. Like I just feel like everything that Megan does is just for attention. Like, and nobody heard me. Like I'm telling you, even when Megan linked up with Tori when that quarantine radio, I felt like that was a clout chase too. I felt like it was a clout chase. I don't know. I don't base my thoughts off of anybody else's. I just kind of think what I think and then I just go with it. You know, I'm not one of those people who. So it is what it is, and I do see the attention. I see the attention whore that Cardi could be when it comes to getting that type of attention from the press. Like that shit is gonna be all over the blogs today. Like, oh, Cardi parties were Offset. She knows that this shit had to be planned. You know what I'm saying? And then we, in this whole pandemic with COVID and everybody in the club with no lid. Like y'all crazy. Like, is it really that worth it? And if you think about it, somebody like Cardi and Offset, you're gonna be going right back around in that. Is it really worth it? That's crazy. Like you have a small child. Unless they child probably in New York and they just doing business right now. She probably ain't gonna see her for a minute. But I just feel like as a parent, that's kind of like you can't say like everything has to stop right now because I see families going out to dinner and shit like that. But that's a little irresponsible. You're around all of these random people, and then you're gonna go back home to your child or to your family. Like you just got to be a little more mindful. Why ain't see nobody do no party? Like I haven't seen anybody do a party, or maybe I haven't seen it myself. Or it's just like people have masks on, or they like even if it's a bejeweled mask, or it's just like some fly shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody do no shit like that, but I think that would be a good idea. I don't know. One of my friends actually, he just told me the other day he's now just getting over COVID, and he said he think he got it from his job, but he said they always wear masks. I'm like, nah, something slipped up somewhere because how the fuck did you get COVID? I'm like, do you eat out? He don't know if he got it from eating out. He don't know if he got it from work or what, but he said he wear a mask at work, and he still ended up getting that shit. Let me go around and read the comments before I get up off of here. Let's see. Damn, 54 people here. Let's see. I wondered if Sweetie was there. Can't hear you. Your service is messing up. Oh, shit. Can y'all hear me now? Cardi looks like a piece of bologna and she acts very nasty, ugly towards other. Let me know if you can hear me because I didn't even see the comments. I got to turn my Wi-Fi on. That's what it is. I got to turn the Wi-Fi on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to this video back after I get off of here, like in literally like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna see what it sounds like, and if it don't sound right, then I'm just gonna come back and just do it. But shit, hold on a second, y'all. Yeah, so Megan was there. Megan ain't got nothing else to do, but I wonder why Malibu Mitch wasn't there because she's not a friend of Cardi. Because Cardi know how hard she dick rides Nicki because she be reading Nicki's comments and shit all the time. Malibu Mitch was not invited to Cardi's birthday. Or am I speaking? Am I speaking too early? Was Malibu at Cardi's birthday party? Let me see. We can hear you. Okay, cool. All right. I don't know what was going on. I see my bars as I got like 3 bars right now. Was Malibu Mitch at Cardi's birthday party? See, Malibu, watch her start wavering now too, right? We all seen when Malibu Mitch, she was heavy on Nicki shit. Like even with Asian Doll, heavy on Nicki shit, and then now it's like they all on Megan shit, but they don't realize that Megan is a low hanging fruit. She's not really gonna be able to, even if she gives you a collaboration, it's not gonna go through the channels like a Cardi. Where's Don't Stop on iTunes right now? I'm just interested in knowing. Um, The only reason I would see that song doing good is because I see how it was added to radio and if it's actually playlisted well. But I have to be honest with y'all, right? I can see why a song like WAP is doing okay on the charts just because number one, it sells sex, but it's also getting the radio play and it's being positioned. And I told y'all just to be honest, like WAP is not the worst song that I've ever heard from a female rapper. It's not the worst song. It's not a song that I like. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why it would, go up on the charts. You know what I'm saying? Don't Stop is not a good song. I don't care what nobody say. It's not a good song. So I think people are realizing that. I hope Megan takes a break for the rest of the year. If we get another song from her, like it's gonna be a little, it's just gonna confuse the whole direction of like, okay, so then when does the first single come out? Megan should have a, being that she does Fenty, she should be the one that has the Rihanna collaboration. She should try to submit Rihanna for that first album. Now, if she could get that, that would be a major move. If she could get Rihanna to step out, but I don't know if they both Rock Nation, that would be a good look for her. If she could get Rihanna, but what type of track would her and Rihanna do? Hmm, that would be interesting. That really would be interesting, but I don't know. I just wanted to come up here and chit chat, see what y'all thought about it. Um, I think that whole divorce shit is a hoax. It sounds like a once upon a time just to get some attention and shit. Like when y'all see Cardi do stuff in the media, right? Do you get mad or do you just feel like this is how she gets her views? This is how she gets, talked about. I think let's keep it real, right? When Cardi goes out and she does stuff or whatever, I think that she knows that it's gonna send shockwaves back to YouTube. People are gonna be talking about it. The blogs are gonna be talking about it. So it kind of keeps you, if you think about it, you all kind of it helps each other. It all helps. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when Nicki and Kim was going at it, and she was like, I'm the reason why you're being interviewed because you wasn't even interviewed. You couldn't get an interview to save your life. So she was like, I'm kind of helping you, and that shit is real talk. So I think when you do anything on social media, being the magnitude of celebrity that Cardi B is and the attention that she garners with headlines, but it's funny that nobody is really talking about her age though. That's crazy. That's protection. That's protection. Like, ah. But if that was Nicki, that shit would have been all over everywhere. They'd have been like, Nicki lied about her age. It would have been a wrap. But that's that favoritism shit. And uh, I don't even want to get into the whole to that today in regards to like this industry. But yeah, I just wanted to come make this video real quick. I'm literally about to get off this right now. I don't know how long this shit, y'all couldn't hear it, but yeah, I'm a little bit too busy today to stay on here any longer. I got like a few more dozens that I'm working on, and then I'm gonna be out. But drop y'all comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what y'all think about um, Offset and Cardi being divorced, and then you know at this party. I wonder who. I didn't see any details about it, but I wonder who put it together. Obviously, it's something that's planned. Um, yeah, why wasn't the likes of like a Malibu Mitch there? I don't think her and Sweetie is cool. I seen somebody put that in the comments. I don't think they cool like that for some reason. Um, why wasn't Carisha there though? Young Miami. But I mean, JT was there, and she obviously said something about Cardi had love and hip hop. So I don't know. Maybe Cardi is just trying not to like. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. But I'm dead about to hop off here because I got shit to do. I just wanted to come chit chat while I was forming, while I was getting this order ready. Let me throw this in my convection oven and turn it down and turn this microphone on. Okay. Let's see. Cardi stay lying. Oh shit. Hold on a second. Yeah, y'all still there? Megan should have dropped her first official album single when she made freshman list. To be honest, Hot Girl Summer was an album worthy single, but they didn't promote it label wise. Yeah, she didn't promote it. Cause she's a hot girl. She do hot shit. I like Megan, but she has to add a little more versatility. I'm a little bored with the same kitty cat lyrics. Yeah, I was speaking to my niece about that last night. I said, "What'd you think about Don't Stop?" She was like, she's like, I didn't really like it, but I like one lyric in the song. This is a 13-year-old, but it's also different based on where you at. Because I'm pretty sure people is probably loving that song based on the demographic. I mean, based on where you're at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like New Yorkers, we're a little bit more hard on music. I am, especially because I want to know what the fuck you talking about. I want to like, the beat just annoyed me from the rip. Like, I was just like, nah. So, what's up, my jams? What's up, Anastasia, Asia? Cardi looks like a piece of bologna. That's how you know that she phony. That's how they know that they know me. Let's see. Nikki would never. Cardi suck people energy dry. You want bad energy around you, just have Cardi around. Hold up a second. I wonder if it's because I have my AirPods in too. Let me know if y'all hear me better now. Yeah, she do. Let's see. Yeah, the stuff Cardi is doing is starting to get old. Yeah, but you know what? We live in an easy bake society where people like that shit. You know, I couldn't believe how many people believed that this collaboration was real. I heard you the whole time. Okay, Miss Leo. Much better. Tasty thoughts. Okay, so yeah, I think that whole divorce debacle is a sham. I do think that Megan Thee Stallion is an opportunist. She'll show up anywhere just for a look for the blog. I think that we got to start just thinking wisely about the day and the time that this industry, like going back to like 2007 to 2020, it was a time where people really let's really watch what's going on. I think black people like the Aries, the Megan Thee Stallions, I think that there's an obsession that they're not talking about. Ladies, let me know if y'all understand this. If you were able to even date the most lowest hanging fruit rapper, that's gonna land you on the shade room, and that's attention. I do think that, and this is not a diss to Moneybagg Yo or anything like that, but he's not phenomenal. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just known, and like when you're known in that type of urban type of way, you're gonna land on the shade room. You're gonna land on the neighborhood two talk. You're gonna land on all of these blogs, and that's attention. Even though it's had a different it's in a different way of like a TMZ or like a People magazine or like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different. So I think that a lot of black people when they see like the shade room and they see the likes and they see the comments, they're just like, oh shit, how can I be a part of that? How can I be a part of that? And I think Megan Thee Stallion, I honestly, I used to feel like her relationship with Moneybagg Yo was fake anyway. I didn't feel like they was really together. And I feel like Ari will do anything just to be like, she will do anything just to be in the blogs. Like even with that shit with Tiana and G Herbo, I don't think that she bought him no motherfucking car. Hell no, I don't think she bought him a car. I just feel like that's a story that people are going with since the whole Moneybagg Yo and Ari thing. So it's just something to make. It's something to boost her socially. And I really don't understand that situation because it's just like with Fabulous, knowing the type of person. This is why I'm saying like you have to be lost in your mind, knowing the type of person that you are, and knowing the history of the person that your daughter is dating. But maybe Fabulous don't really care like that. Like this is I'm trying to show you how my mind be thinking, right? Knowing the type of person that Fabulous is, I don't care what you say. When you get into a quiet space, you know what type of either evil or if you're a woman beater or whatever, you know what type of person you are. To allow your daughter to be a part of somebody who's like that, maybe he don't care about her like that because number one, that's not his blood daughter, even though she's been around for a while. But I'm telling you, just an example, like even though like my uncle, he used to work for the bus company, but when I used to see him at a young age, I would tell my mom like I'm gonna drive the bus when I get older. But even though my uncle retired, he was making like probably over $100,000. He was like the number one person. What do they call it? Like first in line, like an employee who's been there forever. When he left the bus company, he was probably making well over 100,000. But me seeing him growing up and seeing that, I used to be like, tell my mother, like, I'm gonna be a bus driver. She'd be like, no, aspire for more. Like, want to be more. Why would you want to just say that and just do that? I think you should aspire for more. So maybe Tiana wants to be in that relationship because she's seen Fabulous. You know, he's a rapper, and then her mother goes through that. So maybe she's seen, like, obviously she was the one, or somebody put out that tape. You feel me? Somebody put that tape out, so maybe she's just numb to it. So she just don't really care. Like, you know, G Herbo probably hopped in her DMs or some shit like that, and that shit got popping that way. But I just feel like this, like, why wouldn't you want your, like, I don't know. I don't get people sometimes. Real talk. They already got a song together. Doja Cat is cool. Offset, let's see. Yo, why do I keep getting these stupid ass text messages from people? Like, yo, Ari is disgusting. That's a fact, Q. They need attention to survive, and they'll do anything to get it. They will do anything to get it. So this is what I'm saying. Like, watch, pretty soon you're gonna start seeing stuff from people like Flo Millie, because she's not really doing no social media antics. Watch her link with somebody. I see why people link up with people, and like, like, if you think about it, I don't know if I've really paid attention to the Shade Room when it comes to Asian doll, but she don't get that much press on there like that. Even with her whole situation with Vaughn, I feel like Asian, she'll do anything. Like, the other day, I was gonna post it on YouTube, but I just didn't feel like doing it. Like, Asian doll was literally on her live the other night. I have a video of it. She came on with her whole nipple like exposed, and she was there for like 2 minutes looking down in the camera. You could see she seen it, and then she covered it up and got out. She was like, "Oh, this shit about to go up. This shit about to go crazy," and that shit did not go up, and it didn't go crazy because you are not the one they fiend for, sweetheart. You want to be in that light. You ain't gonna get in that light. Like, come on, mom. No. Let's see. Storm Moreau pissed me off after he said the Barbs are lying about Cardi being older than she is. He said Nicki's fans were trash. I couldn't believe Storm Moreau would say that. Storm said that he was a Barb. I can't believe that he would say that. I would have to listen to that audio. But listen, y'all, I really do gotta go. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I might get back on here later. Day to Cardi. Hold on a second. Let's see. Hold on a second. 10:58. Okay. See? And I ain't like that anyway. I always, like, you know, I watch Storm stuff sometimes, and Storm literally did a rhyme from Nicki Minaj that I don't even know. Like, he did that. What's that rhyme that he did? I'm going through the safari, just as something, Jessica. Like, he knew that whole shit. Storm wouldn't disrespect Nicki like that. You wrong for trying to start that shit. That nigga knew that rhyme, like, he did that shit. Like, so no, I don't think Storm is doing some funny shit to Nicki. But yeah, I know he did say that. You crazy for that. People crazy. Storm didn't say that. All right, y'all have a blessed day, guys. Happy 32nd birthday to Cardi. I want to send a very warm happy birthday to Cardi B, who's celebrating her 32nd birthday today. You know, just come out with your real age. Nobody really cares. You know, you do look a little stronger and a little older in the face. We all know that Nicki does look better without makeup, and she, you know, she looks younger. I think that's the kind of puzzling factor for people. Like, Nicki is damn near 38 years old, and it's like, damn, 32. You know, and this is what I wanted to link together with what I said earlier. When you out in these streets and you doing shit and you smoking this weed and you just you know, like just doing it, you really draining your body out. Like you really, really, really are. And that's why a lot of people, like, they look like they need to go to bed for days. Like, you know, like they need to go to bed for days. Like you need to take naps. Like you need to do like 5 naps like a day. Real talk. Like, don't wash yourself up like that. That's why, like, me personally, like, I love smoking weed. And honestly, that should be on my mind more so recently, because I'm an entrepreneur and I got time and I could just like take little breaks and do shit. Like, I do miss smoking, but I don't want the effects of it on my body. I just don't want any type of health related illnesses or anything related to smoking, because I already feel like that shit did something to me. And, you know, I'm still healing my body. So, from all of that. So no, and that should be making people, like, some people are addicted to. I remember back in my day in the 80s, 90s, right? I would say this and then I'm gonna get out of here. No, like growing up in the, you know, I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, so I was an adult in like the 2000s. But it was like this thing that people were addicted to. People were addicted to looking high and looking old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not looking old, but like just looking like, oh, you look high, and it was like so cool. But those are the same people right now when they're in their 30s, their early 30s. Like, I got a cousin right now. She was smoking weed when she was just like 14 and 13. No lie, I'm being honest with y'all. She kind of looks like she does a little more than weed, and that's not like, as a lady, that's not sexy. You feel me? It's just not like nah. Me personally, that's my opinion. This is my commentary. That's how I feel. It's just, that shit is not sexy. And that's just my opinion. But I'm about to hop off of here. She's 28. You be blessed as well as these liars in the comments. 32nd birthday, bro. You know, try to throw the girls away after 35. Cardi don't have long. Right. Well, y'all have a nice day, guys. I'm about to get off of here, and I'm going to talk to y'all later.